Good Friday morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Hodon here in the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic Center. Welcome to the big broadcast, and we're right out of the gate in the wrong spot. So hang on one second. Let me there we go. Just transcoding the our weather hits from our friends over at Rutgers. So that'll be a couple more minutes there. So hopefully the computer will hold out here just for us to get started. So welcome. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, getting ready for the weekend, and a little frost on the pumpkin out there this morning. Wow. Temperatures took a bit of a nosedive here overnight. We're looking at 52 here in beautiful central New Jersey, but I looked up the Monticello temperature, and that is at 40 degrees. Wow. We may take a quick check of the temperatures here in just a moment to start things off, but 40 degrees, it feels like about 37, 38 degrees. It's a little chilly, a little frosty here for a September morning, right? Was that Neil Diamond, September Morn, I think? Something like that. But anyway, yesterday was just gorgeous. It looks like we have another gorgeous day on tap here this morning. Let me just get the gentleman's name correct here as I look at my phone. Give me 1 second. So John says Matthew Umano is doing our forecast today. So he is joining us. So Matty is in the Rutgers Weather Center. So we'll see him here at 7:15. We are up and running now for the Friday, September 16th. Facebook and YouTube is where we are live at here this morning. Come join us. So 7:02 is our time. Again, programming note, we're going to 8:30 here this morning. Then I have to retool and kind of reset up for On New Jersey is what it's now being called. The New Jersey Morning Show beginning at 9 o'clock. So that's on YouTube and Facebook, and also on their website On New Jersey. So go there, and you'll be able to continue my exploits for another hour with Cara Christina there in Fairfield. All right, so I think we're just about ready to get started here this morning. Let me just open the comment section up. Let's see here. Alexandra, happy Friday, watching from my parents' place in Englewood. Oh, very nice. Thank you so much for dialing us up here this morning. So I guess a work from home situation for you, Alexandra. Boy, we're getting real close to the wedding now. What is it? 15, 16 days, something like that. You would know better than I. I didn't get a chance to look at your Instagram page just yet, but got to be under 20 days, I would think. But anyway, I digress. Already out of the gate, 3.5 into the show. Let's take the banner off. This half hour is sponsored by Crime from Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. It's got the best phone number in, I think, in Cranford. It's like a radio call-in line, right? 908-272-3000, once again, is the phone number. And let's see what Alexandra says. 16 days. Yeah, had it just about right. It's close. So getting ready. Oh boy, it's going to come faster than you know, right? All right, friends. So we're going to do this here this morning. I'm going to go with full screen because the lip sync for the camera seems to be out of sync here until I finish transcoding our video, which will be in another 45 seconds or so. So let's do this. A couple things. We start in New Jersey first. We go to the southbound side of the turnpike. Just before 12, the truck lanes have a right lane closure with a truck fire. You need to watch for that. Also, 206 both ways from Cold Soil Road to Carter Road in Lawrence. Everything is shut there. If I remember, this is out by one of the pick your own farms, if I'm not mistaken. It just sounds familiar. All right, give me 1 second here. It looks like our video is finished. Let me close out of that program there. And give me one moment. Let me just see if I can start uploading this video before the computer decides to take a nosedive. That. All right. So we go here. Let's widen this up. So why does that sound familiar? Oh, by the Lawrenceville Golf Club. This is just north of 295. Yes. I know where you are. By Bristol Myers Squibb. Yeah, that's just up the street. Beautiful section of the state. Wow. Um, Closer to 295 than Jasna Polana, the TPC. Awesome golf course there. So we're just north of 295. So be careful here. I'm wondering put the camera in because there is a camera on 295 here. I thought there was a camera at 206. They're saying because of a building fire, so I thought maybe see some smoke or something, but to no avail. Let's go to the turnpike here. I don't think the camera on the turnpike at 12 is going to see anything here this morning. Maybe. No, we're just looking at the toll plaza. So well, let's focus in on that first. You know, what appears to be just from the outset of what we're seeing, it's a little lighter here on a Friday. So maybe some are getting ready to head out for this beautiful weekend. You know, been getting wind of the 7-day weather forecast and the weekend weather forecast. But there's the issue with the truck fire. The truck fire is actually being reported as going south, but there is a lot of rubbernecking delays coming into that location right in here in Carteret. So just be careful. You know, you still have that road work getting onto the turnpike, the truck lanes coming off the parkway here at 129. So you got to be mindful of that to give yourself a little extra padding of time there. But other than that, you know, North Jersey looks really good. 287, 17, Route 208. We are fine here this morning. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. 17, the Parkway looks great. Route 80, not much happening, except for Route 46 is all jacked up. We may have a crash here just before Route 3. And then a secondary crash maybe going west. Looks like we have two hits here. One getting closer towards Long Hill Road, Rifle Camp Road, and the other one is by McBride Avenue, just before you cross over the water. Looks like we've got a crash there being cleared. So Route 3 is good through Clifton and Bloomfield. Nutley, we're fine. Let's continue to the Parkway, building more volume, 145 up to 148. Also seeing more volume now in Clark and Cranford, 130. Well, really, Cranford up to Kenilworth, 160. Stupid me. 136, I should say, up to 138. Bay Extension beginning to filter in some more traffic now. Sunrise is, let's see, Sunrise, I have to say, is about 6:53, maybe. Let's see, 6:39. Okay, so I'm way off on that. So we're already sun up here, half hour. So it just, you know, it's going to take till about 7:30 to really get that sun at the angle it's going to be in your eyes. Keep an eye on that, literally. We've got this water main break being reported on 28. Still there. They're saying water main. This is from early this morning, from midnight, both ways out by the Somerville traffic circle. So looks like they may have a handle on it because that would be right in here, right in that area there. Unfortunately, I don't believe that the camera is working here this morning. Let's see, then maybe they've repaired it. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. Oh, they've actually fixed the camera. Wow. Look at that. They actually got somebody out there with a bucket truck or something to finally fix that camera. That camera hasn't worked in years. But you can see the closure here. Trying to see which section of the circle it's on. I would have to say it's got to be right here. So the maps give you a better idea. I think this is out by the Tim Hortons. Yeah. So this is what's shut. It's the water main must be literally almost right in front of Tim Hortons. Click on this camera. This building right here is Tim Hortons here, and this is where it's shut along 28 because it says it's looking east. So we're coming out of the circle, coming around. Yeah, that's where it is. Yep. Yeah. That camera is located like right there. So fact is, I will show you where the camera is. Right there, as I said. So you're looking to the east. This is the Mavis Tire. Around the corner. Water main is right here in front of Timmy Hortons, right there. Right in here. So I wonder if you can get coffee or donuts. Get the Tim Hortons. I don't know how you get in there. I guess you come in through the back entrance here. Let's see. Come on. Mavis Tire, maybe. Let's see. You got this little street here. Freeling Eisen Avenue. So still get your coffee fix and donuts. Never had Tim Hortons. I think that may be that potentially could be the only one in the state. Where they picked the Somerville traffic circle, but I mean, it's a good, not a bad spot. Monmouth County, the Turnpike, 18.9, 35-36. Your Parkway is good. 195 is fine. Parkway all the way down the shore, not a problem to be found anywhere in sight. It's a little lighter for a Friday because 55-42 is fairly minimal traffic just before the Turnpike. So that's some good news. Ben Franklin, Walt Whitman is fine into Philly. Delaware Memorial Bridge, also the Commodore Barry, Betsy Ross, Burlington Bristol Bridge, Turnpike Extension, we're clear. All right, friends, so 7:12 is our time. Let's check out New Jersey Transit now. Now we're saying there's a lower accident on the lower at the George. Pick that up in a second on the other side of transit. 6:55 arrival into Suffern, 15 minutes late there. 8:13 into Trenton is up to 25 minutes late due to equipment availability. Okay. Let's quickly do path since we're the whole vibe of trains. Come on. At Grove Street, Maryland Boulevard exit. Okay, that's them yet last night. All right, let's do those Hudsons now. Let's see what we're up against. 7:13. 45 at the George, 25 to 30 at the Lincoln, and 20 at the Holland. So we'll, the benchmark I think this morning will be the Lincoln to see how light it actually gets. That begins to thin out here another by 8. I think we should be in for a pretty decent ride, but this is just because of the crash there on the lower roadway. Let's do this. Let's go through some of the temperatures very quickly throughout the area. See the crisp start. Gabreski at 43. Newark Liberty 54. Somerville at 45. Cedar Road Trenton coming in at 51. Let's go up to Bridgeport. Check out Sikorsky. 52 there. 51 in White Plains. 50 at New Haven. Head to our Hudson Valley. There it is. Putting up a 40 spot. 40 in Monticello. Wow. 44 in Poughkeepsie. 45 in Newburgh and Stewart. Definitely got to, dare I say the word bundle up? I don't know. Heated seats, heated wheel for sure this morning. Allentown, Lehigh Valley at 47. Philadelphia at 58. Mount Holly coming in at 50. 45 in Somerville. Take a quick check out to Montauk. That's probably a little bit warmer at 60. Just with the, when it gets, the air temperatures get this cool, the water temperature again is like in the mid 70s. So it almost acts like a little blanket coming off the water there. Maybe some warmer winds coming off the water. So 52 is what the temperature is in Shirley. All right, friends. So it's 7:15. Let's welcome in Matthew here this morning. Matthew Umano Umano. I hope I'm pronouncing your name, sir, correctly. So he is in the Weather Center from the Weather Watcher Group, the Weather Watcher Club there at Rutgers University. So we say good morning to Matt. Good morning.
Here is your weather update. Headlines for the week. We are going to have a very nice weekend ahead. Temperatures will continue to rise as we go into the work week, with highs getting into the low 90s. But as we round off the end of the work week, temperatures will decrease to the mid 80s. All throughout the week, though, we are going to have beautiful days. Commuter forecast, AM and PM commutes are clear, so we will not have any traffic related to weather. Today's highs, we are going to be in the mid to 70s to low 80s, 76 in Milford, 76 in Islip, 78 in Sussex, 80 in Piscataway, 82 in Camden, and 76 down in Wildwood. Today's lows, we are going to be in the lower 60s to upper 60s, 65 in Milford, 67 in Islip, 60 in Sussex, 62 in Piscataway, 65 in Atlantic City, and 68 in Wildwood. Futurecast not showing much, just some clouds moving through the tri-state area with some spotty showers, but generally clear conditions as we continue through the weekend. Tropics update. We have Tropical Storm Fiona that has recently formed, currently has sustained winds of 50 miles per hour, but is projected to increase with 60 miles per hour through Saturday. And as we get into the work week, wind speeds will continue to increase near Category 1 hurricane strength. Currently, we do have tropical storm warnings issued for the Leeward Islands and tropical storm watches for the British and U.S. Virgin Islands, as well as the islands of Puerto Rico. To sum up, or to round off the weather forecast, we do have a drought monitor with showing drought conditions to moderate to severe in the state of New Jersey. Long Island is generally in a severe drought, and as we continue into the New England area, we just continue to worsen the drought, with areas of southern Rhode Island and parts of Boston approaching extreme drought conditions. That is it for your weather update.
Thank you, Matt. Nice job there, pal. Good morning to you, and we thank you so much for the weather update, especially with the tropics. You know, that's something we're certainly going to have to keep an eye on. You know, just kind of seeing that cone of uncertainty there. Just, you know, I don't know how many miles off of the Cuban coast there, but I think it's definitely something that, you know, friends in South Florida are going to have to keep an eye on. Same thing with, you know, potentially South Carolina, North Carolina. You know, again, we're going, I think, probably well into the following week, or probably a good 10 plus days, you know, somewhere in the neighborhood of, you know, 27th, 28th of September, probably in that range, to see how far it goes. You know, we'll see if there's any upper level winds, but, you know, looking at the John 7-day from yesterday, you know, the pattern setting up through about Wednesday, at least for us here, is that, you know, a fairly decent ridge of high pressure is pretty much over us, and there's not much rain, not much precip, not really much movement. So, you know, not a whole lot to kind of steer things, push it out to sea, at least at this point, but we'll see. You know, there's a lot of time in between. So stay tuned here, and stay tuned also to John's weather update pages on Facebook and YouTube. All right, so this half hour is sponsored by the Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. 22 North Avenue West is the place to be for the best ice cream in the land. That's also Route 28. Go to his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com, and his, meaning him, is the great Ralph Koppelman, 13th season out of Queens. Make some of the, again, the best ice cream anywhere to be found. I'm going to bring back in now the Facebook page for Ralph, and you can see that the fall flavors are in full effect now. Pumpkin spice, Oreo pumpkin, apple cider donut, cinnamon crumb, just absolutely delicious offerings here from Craft for Vanilla Bean Creamery. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he keeps the pumpkin. I think he keeps these four flavors. I think definitely the pumpkin all the way till Christmas Eve. That's his final day of the season, is December 24th. So, wow, we're looking at what, another 3 months? So you should have plenty of time to get your pumpkin fix on there. Same thing with Oreo pumpkin, and then he's going to bring back the Christmas flavors that he had earlier in the year. In the summer, Christmas in July, and that was going to be here. Let's see, this one here, the peppermint bark, eggnog chip, hot cocoa, and gingerbread. So those will be coming theater near you. Rated G for good. Coming up into probably, I'd say, just after Thanksgiving, maybe, or maybe even a little bit earlier, so it gets a little more mileage out of the winter flavors. But nonetheless, head to 908-272-3000 or dial. Really not. You can't head to a phone number, but I guess you could. You can see some of the other offerings that he has here. Just wonderful stuff. The cotton candy, he has the sorbets, which are all dairy free. Also dealing with some sugar free for those customers who have sugar free ice cream. Also, he has frozen yogurt. He's got the Dole and pineapple whip, which are absolutely great as well. Very refreshing. Looking at John's 7-day weather forecast, again, looks like we're going to start to heat things up again for the end of the weekend, early part of next week. So perfect weather for ice cream. You can see all these wonderful toppings here, the M&Ms, the Reese's Pieces. He's got the sprinkles, also the chocolate sprinkles, and rainbow sprinkles. So he's got a lot to offer for customization for your sundaes. He also has these wonderful flying saucers and chip witches as well, the pillowy soft vanilla ice cream in the center, and these beautiful all occasion cakes. It's the classic ice cream cake with the vanilla chocolate with the chocolate crunchies in the center. Small round serves about 4 to 8 people, and then the very large sheet cake has that's a monster sheet cake. We're looking at about 40 people. I mean, that thing must weigh like 15 pounds of ice cream. That's an enormous sizable dessert there for 40 people. So once again, Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery. Thank Ralph for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Head over to historic Cranford, New Jersey, all along Route 28, which is North Avenue West, right across from the train station. That would be 22 North Avenue West, and go to his website, cranfordvanillabeancreamery.com. All right, so let's go back to our action here this morning. Let me bring up the banner. There we go. So so we're looking at New Jersey now. So that is we're finished with New Jersey for the time being. Let's go into the city. Let's dial that in. See what's cooking here on a Friday morning. Only thing is this George Washington Bridge, the lower roadway, has got this crash. So let's go to the DOT cameras here. Approach into the Bronx. If it wasn't for this accident, I think the George would be probably, roughly about 20 minutes or so in that neighborhood. This one's going to, let's see. It doesn't show us anything there. It's not showing us anything as well. Nope, got nothing there. 181. There. So we are talking about right up in here. So it's probably underneath the apartments. But again, you can see the damage, the wake of collateral damage behind it, looking at least 45 plus at the inbound George. While we're here in the Bronx, take a look at, coming off the Thruway in Yonkers down on to, not the Thruway, coming down the Sawmill into the Henry Hudson is a little bit busy. The Thruway, and basically into the Deegan, just at the start of the Deegan, down to the Mosholu, all the way down south of the Cross Bronx. Westbound Cross Bronx at 3rd is heavy, so is the southbound Bruckner. As you get all the way out to the elevated section there into the Deegan North at Willis, and then south on the Harlem River Drive is really busy here. Again, what else is new? I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It's usually at this point. North on the Bruckner heavy up to Pelham Parkway. Throngs like Whitestone are good. Just coming off the Whitestone is a little bit of a tough ride as we make our way onto the Whitestone Expressway, all the way onto the Grand Central West, passing Citi Field. Mets did win last night against the Pirates. So some good news there. Also, the Chiefs beat the Chargers in Thursday night football. It was good to see and hear Al Michaels back in the broadcast booth here. Legendary Al Michaels. Let's see here what else we've got. Eastern Queens, typical stuff here on the Cross Island north of the Southern, heading all the way up into the Grand Central. LIE, Grand Central, really tough ride, all heading west. Jackie Robinson pretty much almost end to end there. So is the Van Wyck both ways, getting into Hillside, Atlantic Avenues. And then again, both ways, the LIE at Queens Boulevard is busy. Ed Koch about 10 or so at the Midtown Tunnel, BQE heading south of Queens Boulevard. As we get down into, I'd say roughly the Williamsburg Bridge, get a break into Flushing, and then further south, it goes down the drain out towards the Brooklyn Bridge. The inbound side of the Gowanus is stacked up right off the westbound belt. The belt split and merge in Bay Ridge, and then continuing further heavy into the Prospects. Again, normal stuff onto the BQE and the Trench. Eastbound Staten Island Expressway, that sun glare now is in full effect. Just wicked sun glare heading out to the Verrazano. Let's see here. Buenos dias and happy Friday. Good morning, Anna. Good morning. I don't know if I put your comment up. Yeah, 16 days, Alexandra. I think I may have put it up earlier, but just want to make sure. So eastbound expressway, just our normal stuff here. Even the West Shore has got a little bit of busy traffic out by Arden Avenue. And a lot of this is sun glare, even east on the belt, getting out to Cropsey, and then west into Flatbush is certainly busy this morning. West on the belt, very heavy, passing the airport from Sunrise Highway, Conduit Avenue, the service roads there, North Conduit, a little bit busy as well. So just our normal delays here throughout Queens. Let's go out to Long Island now. We'll check out the vibe here. See if we have anything brewing here at 727. Again, we are going to 8:30 to set up for the New Jersey Morning Show at 9. Nothing matching here as far as accidents in Long Island, I should say. So it's definitely a little lighter than what we saw yesterday. You can see just some volume pushing out of Suffolk and Nassau out by 135. As you go north on the Meadowbrook into the westbound Northern, pretty busy in Williston Park. LIE is heavy here from 39 all the way out to the Cross Island. Northern has a little more give, but building more volume into Lakeville. And then as you continue both ways of the Southern, again, just a ton of sun glare. We'll go 18 through 28, and then west is from 33 into 28. But this is just what we see for the morning ride. Nothing out of the ordinary. Suffolk County, a little lighter than what we saw yesterday. A little volume pushing west of the Santa Coast into Deer Park, 53 to 51. Sunrise Highway, a little heavy here, getting out to the merge. And then we go out to the east end, Port Jeff, Wading River, Calverton, Manorville, Midford, 25 through 47, 112. All fine. East on Sunrise Highways, Heavy Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, into Bridgehampton. So again, just kind of normal stuff. Let's spin things over to southwestern Connecticut now. And it seems like every morning the picture exactly looks the same. Let's go to the incident page here now. It's 728. That's it. Just delays 2714, 5244. So everybody plays nicely here this morning. I'm thinking by about 8:15, we're going to start to see this here ease out. Same thing on the Parkway in Trumbull, and then slowly migrate a little bit further south, at least on 95. Not going to go any further than where it is on 95 at New Canaan, about exit 36 or so. But I think it's definitely definitely lighter than what we saw yesterday or even on Wednesday. So wonderful news there. Let's take a look at the Hudson Valley incident page here this morning. Wow, no matching records. We can't even find a broken down vehicle on the Taconic or the Sprain. Shocking. Let's go to Lower Westchester first. We're fine all across the board. Not really seeing anything that's going to stand out. Maybe the westbound Cross County at the Sawmill. What else is new with the Hutch? You knew Rochelle up to the Cross County That's going to be busy. Thruway across the Tappan Zee. There's some, sun glare into Elmsford, but then east of that, maybe pushing a little more volume out to White Plains. Southbound on the Thruway as you get from 14 into 12. And a lot of that is just some volume with the sun glare as well. Thruway, we are fine this morning. 84 looks good. Beacon Bridge, 9W, 84, Route 9. Route 6 is all clear. West on 84 is busy as you head out to 684. And then further south into Purdy's is building a little more volume. But as you get out to SUNY Purchase, that looks pretty good. All right, so this half hour this morning is sponsored by Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in beautiful Clark, New Jersey, 908-325-6283. Go see my man Omar there on Instagram at ChopGODDD. Also sponsored by Maxim Motor Cars in beautiful Morris County, New Jersey, in Dover to be specific, 303 West Clinton Street, which is Route 15. Unit C, 973-620-9016. Go to his website, MaximMotorCarsLLC.com for a good deal on a quality used vehicle. All right, so let's go to the MTA now. Roll up and see what the trains are playing nicely. We've got some delays here. Well, first go to the M train. Northbound E's are running with delays. M service significantly disrupted, extremely limited between Forest Hills and Manhattan. Oh, well, let's see why. Looks like a track fire near Spring Street. Wow. It affects A, B, C, D, and F. The E and M are switch malfunctions near Fifth Avenue. Wow. Oh, okay. Oh, so they took that down then. Okay. So now we're just dealing with A, B, C, D, E, F, and M line all under some sort of delay. So watch for that. Let's go to Long Island Railroad first. We're good. We've got delays on the Danbury branch of Metro North, 648 to Grand Central is 10:15, being delayed because of early mechanical issues. Don't know exactly how long it takes to get from Danbury via train to Grand Central. I would think it's got to be well over an hour plus, but it's another 10 minutes amongst friends, right? When you're on the train for well over an hour. Yeah, so it definitely seems like it's a little lighter than the last couple of days that we've been dealing with things. All right, let's go back to New Jersey now. It seems like every time we populate the New Jersey list, it just gets crazier. So we got a parkway out in Analand there in Homedale. We've got north at 116. Check that out with the cameras. We'll see if any of the parkway cameras are playing nicely with us this morning. We'll go to 116, south of 116. Oh, can we get, wow, look at that. Shocking that a parkway camera actually works when needed. So that's the northbound locals there. Looks like in between 116 and 117. Let me just make sure I got that right. Yeah, local lanes northbound. Yep. So you see the left lane is there out of service. There's actually an ambulance on scene, so hopefully everyone is okay. Looks like it's probably just past the Arts Center. I know, Anna, I think you're still with us. I mean, you probably know this area slightly better than I do, but I think we're actually past the Arts Center, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, I'm sorry, before the Arts Center. South of 116. So let's see. My bearing straight. Let's go back to the maps. We'll head down here. Right here. That's almost in front of it. Okay. It's almost literally in front of the PNC Bank Arts Center. I just lost it. So let's see. Does 116 have anything? Yeah, it's literally right in front of the art center because this is at the art center. Don't ask me why they say it's on the Parkway because it's not. That camera, the other camera is south of 116. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, wow. Look at this. We've got some eager operators at the Turnpike Authority. A little focus on that camera, but much better angle. So we thank the Turnpike Authority for the cameras here this morning. So nice camera work there. An ambulance on scene. Looks like maybe one car behind it. Then what they do is sometimes if they're available, what they do is they bring in that heavy that truck there is telling everyone to go over to the right from the DOT just to provide some safety cover in case something goes wrong, something goes out of control, whatever the case is. At least it hits that truck, which is going to be, have to be substantial impact for that to even move. So providing a little flanking cover. Everyone's okay, but that's what you're looking at on the local side. So if you're getting on at like 109, get to the express lanes, I think is going to save you a little bit of time. Heading north here out by the art center. Actually, the camera just froze. So let's go back here south of 116. See, all these cameras are all about the same spot. And I'm not quite sure why they're saying that. Technically, I guess it could be just south of 116. Literally, the exit could be 50 feet. And that's kind of what we deal with governmental agencies exactly to the T, right? Anna says that's a big problem because the Academy Park and Ride is also the PNC. Very good point. Excellent point. You're right about that. Absolutely. Forgot about that, right? So we could be tied up here if you're taking the bus into Manhattan this morning. A camera that actually worked. So let's go here. 16. There it is here in Homedale. Again, that's on the local side, friends. So to show you on the map here, and it's starting to, starting to become a bit of a problem now. With the delay. Yeah. So like I said, if you're coming on at 109, the optimal way would be to go to the express side of things. Much better ride for you. Some of the participants in this crash out on the side. So all right, let's see what we've got. All right, we'll let that run. We'll come back to this in a minute because now we've got other issues here. 46 now east at Rifle Camp. We showed you the delay earlier, but now confirmed 2 lanes are shut with a crash there. In Little Falls, kind of like on the approach into Montclair State. So if you're heading to Montclair State this morning, you need some extra time there. It's building fire along 206 both ways between Cold Soil Road. That's just north of 295. That's a big problem as well. If I'm not mistaken, we'll come back to that Parkway issue. And again, if you're watching us down here, further down the line, Wall, Asbury Park, Howell, Brick, I would stay with the express lanes just to avoid any kind of potential problem. So where are we going? Here it is on 206 here out by the Lawrenceville School. So this is all shut. Where's Cold Soil? This is Cold Soil right here. Titus Ave. Where's Cold Soil? Gordon. Cold Soil's up here. That's where it's shut. I would imagine that they probably have, if they've closed it off here. The Gingered Peach. Good. The Gingered Peach. Gingered Peach has to offer. Wow, look at those cupcakes. Very nice. Look at that. Wow, almost a 5-star rating, 393 reviews. Well, we're going to digress for a minute because I haven't had breakfast yet, but we're going to go to the gingered peach. Friends, we're going to save the gingered peach into the favorites so I can remember this for later perusal. Um, wow, that looks good. Sold out until the afternoon. I don't know what is that. Wait, let's see. They're open 7 to 3, Tuesday through Saturday. Imagine it's probably one of these places that you must get there early, right? Buns. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right. We'll come back to that at another time. But anyway, if maybe you're going for your morning coffee and sticky bun at the gingered peach, you could be under some problems there with a building fire. Let's hope and pray that it's nothing serious for any of the buildings here. But it doesn't say what the building fire is or where. So now 295 now they've actually shut the ramps off of 295 to 206, so they don't want any kind of traffic at all. That's even a bigger issue than the 206 situation. Oh, come on. There we go. So now you have no access to 295 from off of 295 to 206. Okay, so that's a bit of an issue there. So you're going to have to go Princeton Pike to kind of get around this. It's really the alternate. And I think some are beginning to do that with this, with the extra traffic I'm seeing. Let me see here. Where is. So Bristol Myers Squibb is right there. So, there's plenty of people who come off of 295 to get on to 206. And, obviously going north along 295, there's no exit for Princeton Pike. Oh, actually there is. I'm sorry. I apologize. There is. So that will be the way to go because now you're not going to have any access here. So if you're heading out to the Lawrenceville school, maybe dropping some kids off there, so basically this whole stretch of 206 is shut. For some reason, I really thought that there was a camera there. Let's just go back to that. I don't know why there wouldn't be at 206. It's a state highway. Nothing. Interesting. I digress. 7:43 is our time watching Tri-State Traffic Show. YouTube and Facebook here this morning. Post up a comment as Anna and Alexandra have this morning. Let us know where you're hailing from and watching us from. Like and thumbs up. Subscribe to that YouTube page, please. Tri-State Traffic Show. Trying to go for 200 subscribers and 200 episodes. We're already at episode 94. So we've got 106 episodes left, which I'm assuming will take us right into the new year or as close as possible. So maybe that's the Christmas present to us for Johnny and the team there and at Rutgers. So, all right, let's run this down again. We have to get to the Weather Center momentarily. So again, 295 in both directions to northbound 206 is shut because of this building fire. Don't know what the fire is. There's a crash on Tunnelly Avenue, northbound approaching Secaucus Road, North Bergen. That's a problem. This is the Cold Soil and Carter Road. Everything is shut there with a building fire. So it's really Cold Soil up to Carter. This is where you make the left-hand turn right in here. So I'm thinking it's something in here is the issue. So I'm thinking if they got the state to shut down the ramps off of 295, maybe thinking that this is going to be more of an extended type issue. There's our Parkway issue, local lanes north, right in front of the Arts Center at 116. Stay with the express lanes instead. I got to close out of that because the computing power is quite limited right now. All right, so let's widen this up. Head to this turnpike mess from Now 11 all the way up to just south of 13 is a kind of a bit of a train wreck there because that truck fire going south. The other issue is this 46 problem we mentioned to you earlier. This is right in here, out by Rifle Camp Road. The westbound side is jacked here on the westbound side of the 3. I'm thinking maybe it's the crash going the other way. Do I have that wrong? They're saying east, but it's very possible it's going west. We'll keep an eye on that here as we head into weather and the break. All right, so let's go to the Rutgers Weather Center, and our meteorologist in training, Mr. Matthew Umano, is in the Weather Center. Without further delay, let's get a check of your forecast.
Here is your weather update. Headlines for the week: we are going to have a very nice weekend ahead with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s under sunny skies. As we continue into the work week, we will have temperatures continue to rise into the lower 90s, but as we round off the work week, temperatures will decline into the upper 80s. We will have beautiful days throughout. The commute for the AM and PM, it will be clear, so we will not have much traffic related to weather for today. Today's highs will be in the mid-70s to low 80s, 76 in Milford, 76 in Islip, 78 in Sussex, 80 in Piscataway, 82 in Camden, and 76 in Wildwood. Today's lows will be in the low 60s to upper 60s, 65 in Milford, 67 in Islip, 60 in Sussex, 62 in Piscataway, 65 in Atlantic City, and 68 in Wildwood. Futurecast not showing much, just some clouds and spotty showers moving through the tri-state area, although we will have generally clear conditions as we continue into the weekend. Tropics update: we have Tropical Storm Fiona now in the Atlantic Ocean with sustained winds of 50 miles an hour. As Tropical Storm Fiona continues to travel closer to the east coast of the U.S., it will only strengthen, and as we get into Tuesday, we will be at 70 miles per hour, which is just under Category 1 hurricane strength. Currently, we do have tropical storm warnings issued for the Leeward Islands, as well as tropical storm watches issued for the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, as well as the islands of Puerto Rico. Drought Monitor shows New Jersey in moderate to severe drought throughout the entire state. Long Island all under a severe drought. And as we continue into the New England area, drought conditions only worsen with Providence in severe drought and southern Rhode Island in extreme drought and Boston in an extreme drought. Stepping off screen for the 7-day forecast, tomorrow has a high of 80 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, 83 degrees and 88 degrees. As we go into the work week, temperatures will continue to increase with a high of 90 on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, mostly sunny and mostly cloudy with highs in the mid-80s. That's it for the weather. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Matt. Nice job there, pal. And we'll see you back here in about less than 30 minutes or so. But you did see that 7-day weather forecast, temps as summer is going to, the last vestiges of summer are going to hang in here. We're only 6 days away from the official start of fall. Really, meteorological fall started September 1st. But so we're looking at temps, into those mid 80s. But again, this is the time of the year where you get temps into the mid 80s. And then at night, it gets down into the 50s or so. So that's just perfect. It really gets hard pressed to call it much in the way of any kind of humidity. So, Matt, we'll see you in less than 30 minutes. Another check of the forecast. This half hour is sponsored by the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in beautiful Clark, New Jersey, conveniently located off the Garden State Parkway between exits 135 and 136, 908-325-6283. Talk to my guy Omar there on Instagram. You can follow him there at ChopGODD. He is the gentleman right in the center here. And again, any of the fine fellas over here at the Shaved Cave will take care of all your manly grooming needs. Shaves, fades, you got it, the whole deal here. Just looking good for a night out on the town, date night, wedding coming up, whatever it is, these guys will take care of you. So they've been open for 2 years, certainly opened in certainly not any way, shape, or form an ideal situation to be opening up a brand new business, but they have survived. It's a classic barbershop with a modern feel to it. They've actually done a few more renovations to the shop, and again, this place is busy all the time. All the time, these guys are busy. There's always somebody in the chair. They're doing just a awesome business. So the best idea is to call or go on their website. Go on to is it on their website? I forgot. Well, you can do it online as well. I don't think they have the website up and running just yet. There's nothing here on the Facebook page. So I think the best idea is just to call. You may be able to do it through Google services. If you do type in the Shaved Cave, and then in Google services, it will say, hey, do you want to make an appointment? I think you can do it through that as well. So the Shaved Cave is the place to be. And again, their book, you got to, as soon as you know you need a haircut, call. Don't wait, because these guys really book up very, very quickly. And again, give a great haircut. Omar's my guy, takes care of me. So definitely head over to the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark. We're also sponsored by Maxim Motor Cars LLC. No, friends, that average car prices today are getting up closer to $40,000 for a car. That's insane, right? So head over to talk to my guy Nick here and his father Anthony. Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060, located in beautiful Dover, New Jersey, in Morris County. Conveniently located right off of Routes 46 and Routes 80. They're on Route 15, which is actually West Clinton Street. 620-9060, 973 is that area code. And again, Nick, it's a small lot. Full disclosure there, has maybe about a dozen cars at any given time. But he really has a fair amount of vehicles from a wide array of price ranges, from this Mustang. I mean, this could be considered a classic here. It's already past 25 years. You put QQ plates on this Mustang at $11,900. And it oddly, as he says here, it's oddly does not have a leather interior. It's a cloth interior. So I wonder if this would be in any way, shape, or form some sort of a collectible with the cloth interior. It looks nice, affordable. Some of these vehicles, in full disclosure, have some higher mileage on them, but again, not everyone can afford $40,000 for a vehicle. So, a fairly late model car, 2019. He's got this 2008 he just sold, this 2015 Toyota RAV4, 100,000 miles to $16,000. Sold the Saturn. Wow, that moved fairly quickly with a 5-speed manual. Wow. This HRV, 84,000 miles. The car is practically barely even broken in. Jeep Renegade at 17.5. This pickup truck, work truck there, for $9,500. This Honda Roadster, that it says 81,000 miles at 27.5. So that one could be a bit of a collector's piece there. This Pontiac G8, they didn't make terribly many of them because they were based off of the Australian Holden, the Commodore. They were actually imported from Australia for Pontiac, and also Chevy, the SS. It's also based on that as well. But they were fairly quick cars back in the day. So again, if you're looking for a quality used vehicle, again, Nick is fully upfront with everything with his vehicles as far as any issues that he's found. He gets them meticulously serviced before even putting them up for sale. He's very particular as far as the vehicles that he chooses to sell. So he goes over them with a fine-tooth comb. So definitely give Nick a call if you're in the market for a good used car. 973-620-9060 is the phone number, located on West Clinton Street, which is Route 15 out in beautiful Dover, New Jersey, in Morris County. And we thank Nick. We thank Nick and Anthony for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Anna says, great job, Matthew. Yes, very much so. We'll give Matty a little bit of applause there. So good stuff there. So I'm liking what I'm seeing here from our friends over at Rutgers, the Weather Watcher Club, right? And post up a comment. Let us know how you are liking these new weather reports. So John has really been the point person, the spearhead of all of this, being the president of the Weather Watcher Club. Excuse me. Hopefully we'll see John coming up next week. That Johnny's not stuck in the administrative office. We want Johnny back on the air. So we'll see what we can do there. All right. So what we can do is to get you off of Route 3 here, going west out of, I'd say Passaic Avenue or so, all the way out to Route 46. Looks like we have a hit there going west. There was an earlier one going east. Let's see if that has cleared. That has not populated. Let's just refresh. They're still saying that the eastbound side has the crash. I think it's westbound myself, but I could be wrong. There could be emergency vehicles on both sides. So try to take that off of your list. Let's go to the Tunnelly Avenue issue here. That's going to be coming up through the Heights in Jersey City. That's out by Secaucus Road. That's going north. So coming out of the Tunnelly Circle is really jacked up. Let's go to the cameras here. Uh, 7:56 at your time, 54 degrees in beautiful central New Jersey on this gorgeous Friday. Definitely fleece weather, heavy sweater weather, because it is fairly crisp out there. Definitely heated seats or the heated wheel, right? That's when you want the heated steering wheel for your morning ride. Let's see what we've got. Let's see if I can take a look by the Tunnelly Circle. I think these cameras are all out. Hopefully some day somehow we will get these put back in. This is at Bergen Boulevard. No. Let's see if the Route 3 camera. Let's do the, I think, is it 1.9 or is it 3? You know what? I got the window fan on in here, and it's certainly a little chilly. I'm not gonna lie to you. Feet are getting cold. Let's see here. 1.9 at Route 3. They moved the camera to try to find it, but it's not really gonna. There's a camera at Secaucus Road, and I don't understand why. They used to be on the list, but nothing doing. So, all right. So we're not going to see anything there. 7:58 now is our time. It's very quickly. Let's check in on that Monticello temperature, shall we? I'm going to say 43. Still 4. Oh, it still hasn't updated. But Poughkeepsie is at a crisp 46. We've warmed up. Really warmed up. Let's see. Anna says, really like the reports by the weather watchers and appreciate the tropical storm updates. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing so far. Awesome stuff. And again, we're trying to maybe do some other things with the weather watcher group as far as our forecasting for the for some of the local access channels. See how that works out, but maybe coming to a local access channel near you. Not sure, but I'm gonna bring that up at our next meeting in about 2 weeks time. Let's see now. Let's go back to our action here this morning. Let's go to the maps again. Let's do this, because we're starting to see people waking up now and starting to see again. It's definitely lighter than it was yesterday. No doubt about that. You know, the turnpike is really our biggest issue here this morning. You know what? Let's go back to the parkway, because I think our accident is cleared. Yes, it has. That's out of the way. We've got confirm on that. Smitty, maps. Here we go. This turnpike, delay getting into this truck fire that's heading south. Just to shake it. Can't seem to get it out of the way as far as our rubbernecking delay. So just stacked and packed there. Parkway, you actually beginning to thin it here up towards Kenilworth. So I would say hopefully in the next 10, 15 minutes that's going to be slowly dissipating. All right, friends, it's 8 o'clock here on the East Coast of the great United States of America. You're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show here. We're live up on YouTube and Facebook this morning. Post up a comment as Anna and Alexander have joined me here this morning. This half hour is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue West, Cranford, New Jersey. Also sponsored by the lovely and talented Darley Newman with Travels with Darley. You can find her programs on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wondrum, and Ovation TV's Journey. Chatted with Darley yesterday. She's still on the road. And I actually asked her, I said, how do you stay in such great shape eating all this amazing food? She said she just doesn't eat all of it. Because I said, you in like the hotel gym for 3 hours a day before filming, I'm sure. But so she's doing well. Again, we're hopefully when she settles in kind of for the winter, is back in NYC for an extended time, that we'll get together for a little sit down interview and talk to her about her travels and the whole thing, the whole biopic. Right? So east on 80, we're seeing a lot of delays out of Rockaway, Denville, into Parsippany. That's just a lot of sun glare with volume mixed in as well. 208 is kind of going down the drain here as well. What else is new? Through the construction at Maple Avenue, I expect to see that road work setting up later this morning as we did yesterday, really kind of jack things up quite a bit there for our friends at Hawthorne and Glenrock and Wyckoff. Route 80 is crowded both ways here, getting into Route 19. Again, this westbound 3 issue is really stacking up, getting out to Route 46 with that crash, and it's also affecting the Parkway now because of traffic trying to get off at Route 3. It's just stacked up right onto that ramp, and that's backed all the way through to 143 in Irvington. So, ouch. 280 both ways here. The Stickle Drawbridge were a solid ride. We know what the temperatures are there. I'm going to go to the Hudson River crossings now. And again, friends, we're only going to 8:30 because we have to set up for On New Jersey, the new home for the New Jersey morning show. Over an hour here at the George, 20 at the Lincoln and 20 at the Holland. So let's what do I want to do? I want to go to the city incident page. I feel like something may have happened on the Cross Bronx, but it's no avail. I don't see anything there. Let's go back to the maps. Up this way. Let's just see. I really think it's possible. It's plausible. It's just traffic. You know what? My curiosity is getting me, and I want to see what the deal is here. Here. Come on. Let's see what we've got. Jammed. I'm hard pressed to say that that's just volume. And I think it could be right. We'll see if that CR England truck, is there something on the other side of that right lane? Let the truck come through. Come on. No, that's just, I don't see anything there. I'll go a little bit further to the east here at Weeks. Could this just be sun glare? I don't know. Like it's not. I feel like there's something else going on. Something's going on. This is the westbound side, and eastbound is fine. I think there's something going on in here. This is going east. It's going west. I really feel like there's something right underneath this overpass, maybe. Like right in here. I don't see. Let's just see. I don't know. It definitely could be volume. I'm not saying that. It just seemed like it was extraordinarily slower than what it should be. It just, unless something happened earlier and it's out, but It's really drilling the George there about well over an hour, I should say. This westbound side is all jacked here, getting into Jerome. I wonder, not Ava Jerome from General Hospital. You know anything? Don't tell me. I don't want any spoilers. Oh gosh, the last two episodes. Left-handed hook slasher is running rampant through Port Charles. It's amazing what some of these websites or whatever that just make a living, God bless them that they do, recapping the soaps, and they're getting into every detail, that the hooked slasher is using his left hand, so it can't be so and so, it can't be so and so, and they're too tall to be this and that, you got to mix it up for the next slashing, whatever. Just amazing how a town in Western New York is the hotbed of activity. So this is at the cross at the Deegan. Yeah, it's just some heavy traffic. Not gonna lie there. North on the Bruckner, heavy both ways here. Again, this is just normal stuff. Getting to Pelham Bay, and then south on the Deegan, straight into Yonkers is crowded. The FDR jammed here into RFK Triborough. Now, since there really isn't too much in the way of any kind of incidents here this morning, let's go to our 9 box here. Some spot checks across the board with the cameras. You can see the SIE here heavy at the Verrazano. A lot of sun glare heading up and over the span. This is the West Shore out by Bloomfield Avenue. Highland at Arden, we're fine. Highland at Midland is good. Outer Bridge here is fine. Expressway at Clove looks pretty good as well. Staten Island Expressway east here at Richmond Avenue is getting to thin out a little bit. West Shore at Fresh Kills, Victory at Jersey Street. I don't know why I have the camera and just looking at the garbage depot. Let's go to Brooklyn now. File here this morning. The Belted Bay, that's east on the left. Westbound on the belt at Flatbush is jacked. BQE here, that's the ramp to on the traffic on the left. That's the ramp to the BQE here at Hamilton Avenue, and also getting to the Battery Tunnel is all fired up. BQE here at the Brooklyn Bridge heading south is busy. BQE at Sackett there. They're also looking for a missing adult as we read the overhead sign. Let it populate. Look for a gold 2004 Lexus RX 330. Wow, the plate. CJZ up 5890. Okay. EQE here at Atlantic is busy. What else is new? This is the exit for, this is the continuation of the BQE heading south. The exit for the Williamsburg Bridge, we're fine. Inbound Gowanus here actually doesn't look bad here at 38th, really. Even here at the Prospect, we're okay. It's just getting into the BQE on the ramp is what's all jacked up. Let's go to Manhattan now. Take a look at coming off the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge on the left. That's about 10 minutes there. 5th at 49. 49th, 7th at 34th is good. FDR here just stacked and packed into the RFK Triborough, but they were good down into 96th Street. So that only gets down from about the 130th Street just south of about 110th Street, and then opens up. FDR at the Brooklyn Bridge, we are good. West Street at the Intrepid, Henry Hudson at 125, Henry Hudson at 96th Street looks in good shape as well. Let's go to the Bronx now. See what we've got cooking. Southbound Bruckner here at Castle Hill, that's heavy. Southbound going into the Bronx River Parkway, Hunts Point Drawbridge is busy as well. BRP at 174 looks pretty good. Westbound Cross Bronx here out at the Bronx River Parkway just jammed. That's going to take you all the way out to basically almost the Alexander Hamilton. The Deegan both ways at Willis is busy. This is the westbound followed up into Clay Avenue, which is really Webster Avenue. Henry Hudson at 232 is fine. The Deegan actually at 230th looks pretty good. And this is the eastbound side coming off the George here as we approach into Jerome Avenue at the Alexander Hamilton. Let's head out to Queens now. Check out the ride. 8:10 is our time. A crisp 55 degrees this morning. You're in the Tri-State Traffic Center. Like I said, I've got the window fan on. It's a little chilly out there. Let's go to the Belt at 158th by Cross Bay. That looks good. So does the BQE at Broadway. Grand Central at 188. Definitely busy in either direction there. Jackie Robinson to Forest Park to the cemetery. That's fine. Midtown Tunnel pushing about 20 minutes now. This is the LIA Queens Boulevard. That is east coming towards us. West is heavy, but that's to be expected. Van Wyck at Hillside heading north is all jacked up. The LIA, the ramp to the westbound BQE. That is heavy. And Van Wyck at the Grand Central, that actually looks good. And the Whitestone, our bonus camera here, that's heading north up to the Whitestone Bridge, is going to be busy. Let's see. Meteorologist Justin Godnick. Justin, good morning. Last night in New York City, one disaster. GWB was closed. 11 p.m. Took an hour to leave the city. Had to use Lincoln Tunnel. Closed. Was that for construction, for an accident, or I'm not sure? Whole thing was shut back to Jersey. JG. Wow. Using the Lincoln Tunnel. Wow. Okay. I didn't hear. I mean, I was done for the evening there, but yeah, outbound. Okay. Just wild. Yeah, no, something big must have happened either on the bridge or the Jersey side or whatever, because for them to shut the entire bridge like that, that's a bold step there. So obviously had to be something fairly serious for that to happen. Let's go to the East River crossings now. And Justin, when is are you getting ready for daddy duty here? We've gonna be like Lucy and Ricky and heading to the hospital with scars, or almost there. Brooklyn Bridge inbound, we're fine actually. Let's see. Justin says 1 week officially. Okay, awesome. One more week. See if anybody in the our regulars here can maybe take a guess of the particulars, the statistics, height, weight, boy, girl, date. 7 days out, so that'd be the 23rd. Okay. I don't know, if, Justin, if you know if you're having a boy or a girl. Cut down the odds. What's the DraftKings sportsbook on Justin is having here? So that's the Battery Tunnel. That actually doesn't look good. I mean, it looks good, but I mean, it's just about 10 minutes just getting through the Gowanus mess, getting up across the top of the world. Manhattan Bridge. No, I'm sorry. Yes, the Manhattan Bridge. Upper roadway is fine. Lower is good. Williamsburg Bridge inner roadway is fine. Midtown Tunnel about 2025. That's lower at the Ed Koch, just normal traffic there, maybe a little lighter. Ed Koch upper, actually a little lighter as well. Same thing on the ramps there at Jackson Avenue. Let's see, another girl, two sisters, awesome, love it, very good. I predict 10 fingers and 10 toes. Anna says, very good, very good. Love it. All right, so I'm going to say September 22nd at let's see, September 22nd at about gosh, I'm trying to figure out what kind of a time I'm going to do. Now, since Justin works mornings, we'll go with the morning. So I'm going to say about 8:10 a.m. We'll say 7 pounds, 3 ounces. 22nd. So there's my prediction. We can go back and roll the videotape. Go to the videotape like Warner Wolf. I'm not going to lose my teeth like Warner did. God bless Warner Wolf. So Justin, yeah. What's the applause up? Absolutely. So we'll see. We'll take a running tab here. Get you a box of cigars, buddy. Get you a box of cigars. All right. So 8:15. So Justin, I don't know if you were with us earlier to watch some of the weather watchers here from your esteemed alma mater, Rutgers. We are going to go to Matt in the Weather Center. Matt Umano is our forecaster here this morning, here at 8:15. So, Matt, take it away.
Here is your weather update. Headlines for the week: we are going to have a very nice weekend ahead with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s under sunny skies. As we continue into the work week, we will have temperatures continue to rise into the lower 90s, but as we round off the work week, temperatures will decline into the upper 80s. We will have beautiful days throughout. The commute for the AM and PM, it will be clear, so we will not have much traffic related to weather for today. Today's highs will be in the mid-70s to low 80s, 76 in Milford, 76 in Islip, 78 in Sussex, 80 in Piscataway, 82 in Camden, and 76 in Wildwood. Today's lows will be in the low 60s to upper 60s, 65 in Milford, 67 in Islip, 60 in Sussex, 62 in Piscataway, 65 in Atlantic City, and 68 in Wildwood. Futurecast not showing much, just some clouds and spotty showers moving through the tri-state area, although we will have generally clear conditions as we continue into the weekend. Tropics update: we have Tropical Storm Fiona now in the Atlantic Ocean with sustained winds of 50 miles an hour. As Tropical Storm Fiona continues to travel closer to the east coast of the U.S., it will only strengthen, and as we get into Tuesday, we will be at 70 miles per hour, which is just under Category 1 hurricane strength. Currently, we do have tropical storm warnings issued for the Leeward Islands, as well as tropical storm watches issued for the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, as well as the islands of Puerto Rico. Drought Monitor shows New Jersey in moderate to severe drought throughout the entire state. Long Island all under a severe drought. And as we continue into the New England area, drought conditions only worsen with Providence in severe drought and southern Rhode Island in extreme drought and Boston in an extreme drought. Stepping off screen for the 7-day forecast, tomorrow has a high of 80 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, 83 degrees and 88 degrees. As we go into the work week, temperatures will continue to increase with a high of 90 on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, mostly sunny and mostly cloudy with highs in the mid-80s. That's it for the weather. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Matt. Great job there, pal. Thank you so much for the forecast, and have a great weekend. And we'll see the weather watchers back here on the broadcast on Monday morning beginning at 7 a.m. But you can see those temperatures starting to creep up into the upper 80s to lower 90s. We'll see if we get a 90 spot somewhere coming up on Monday. So we'll be waiting for that as the summer clock is ticking down, right? As we're finishing up summer coming up on next Wednesday. So Justin, there it was that I'm assuming that was probably you way back in the day as a weather watcher yourself, my friend. So we thank Matt for doing the forecast for us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Again, with those summer-like temperatures in that 7-day weather forecast, be a perfect time this weekend or early next week to head over to get some of the great ice cream here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford, New Jersey, right off of the Mountain Valley line of New Jersey Transit. Go to his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. Also follow him on Facebook as well. He's got those wonderful fall flavors in full effect now. Pumpkin spice, Oreo pumpkin, cinnamon crumb, apple cider donut with the apple cider donuts from Dreyer Farm. They're also in Cranford, one of the last working farms in Union County. So get out and enjoy. And again, you can see some of the wonderful stuff he has here at the sorbets or dairy-free. He has frozen yogurt, sugar-free. He's got soft serve ice cream. He has the Dole and pineapple and raspberry whip. All these wonderful toppings here, the M&Ms and the Reese's Pieces and the sprinkles, just a plethora of ice cream all across the board for you to enjoy. We've got these wonderful cupcakes here. That's Darley's sponsor in the back. We'll get to her in a minute. But you can see the wonderful cupcakes there. There's the soft serve, the ice cream into the cones, the sugar cones with the chocolate dipped sugar cones for your enjoyment. And there are the flying saucers as well as the chip witches. So delicious stuff here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. And since Justin is watching, we'll put up Justin's picture here with owner-proprietor Ralph in his 13th season out of Queens, New York. I'm sure he was happy last night with the Mets win against the Pirates. Mets just hanging on there. Hopefully they can finish the season here and just hang in there. I think the Yankees are, knock on wood, fairly solidly in the lead there. And there's Justin and his lovely family. And there's Marissa getting ready to bring a sister, little Kaylee. And that's Justin's mother-in-law. So them enjoying the summer. Justin had that grasshopper, although I think he could probably eat his way through that entire ice cream case. So again, go to Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number, and go to the website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. We're also sponsored this half hour by Travels with Darley. The lovely and talented Darley Newman has this wonderful travel program. You can watch her on PBS Create, Amazon Prime. Wonder of Innovation TV's journey. Go to our website, darley-newman.com for more information. She's out filming her 10th season, the 10th anniversary season of Travels with Darley. It will be hitting the airwaves sometime early next year. I'm thinking January, February. It's that time frame. We'll certainly let you know when that is going to air. She is still, I think, in Delaware, or just finished up in Delaware, filming there at a couple of really cool places. Let's show you, this is her Instagram page, and definitely give her a follow on Instagram as well as Twitter. She is really active. I mean, you can see all these reels, this one here with the fake food. Let's see if we can play it, that they use for, these museums and stuff like that. You go into these museums and, they have this food like the ham, the potatoes, and so forth for these, 17th, 18th century, 19th century museums and homes. So somebody has to make the fake food, right? This is part of it here into the, at this museum in Delaware. So lots of fun stuff. And again, you can go ahead and comment and post up there. She certainly gets back to you. And this is leaving Delaware with a bang at historic Hagley, a DuPont Howe estate. Lucas firing a salute from their 1800s replica signal cannon. Shaved Cave that's the kind of mustache you can get at the Shaved Cave, right? Let's see. Wow. There you go. How cool is that? Nice. Fun stuff there. And this was that shepherd's pie cake that looks like a chocolate cake. That is wild. Look at the size of that dinner plate. Wow. So again, she always finds, a very local place. What's the best place to eat? What's the best place to drink? Always seems to find some kind of a brewery in all of these locations. So that is Travels with Darley. Again, it's really the local angle, the local flavor, if you want to call it. That's really what sets her program apart from all the other travel programs out there. It's a wonderful program. Her and her team put together a great show, great photography, a lot of history, a lot of research that goes into these shows to give you the best of what any of these destinations has to offer. If you're unfamiliar with her program, let me run a short clip here. Let's do a clip from season 6. So sit back and enjoy.
Hi, I'm Darley Newman, exploring California's Central Coast at an elephant seal rookery.
Even I was surprised at what you can discover when you ask a local to guide you through a new destination.
Okay, this looks a little dangerous.
Yes.
Wild to be in an ice cave in North Dakota.
In North Dakota.
Maybe deep in your soul, there's a spot that remembers how it was back in the villages.
From a classic American road trip to a national park with presidential ties, we're exploring California, North Dakota, France, Virginia, and beyond. on a brand new season of Travels with Darlie.
Able Stever. I guess you gotta be a little hardcore to come out and do this trail.
North Dakotans are hardy people, and the Mattahay Trail represents that well.
It's fun. I'm not sure how I'm getting back. I'll just ride home like this.
That's just a small sample of Travels with Darlie. Again, Amazon Prime, PBS Great, Wonder of Innovation TV's journey. Head to our website, darlie-newman.com for more information, and we'll certainly let you know when the new season hits the airwaves. Again, that's early next year, and we thank Darlie for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Have a good weekend, Darlie. Have a good weekend, Ralph, and we'll catch you back here on the broadcast on Monday morning. Let's kind of wrap things up here, about another 5 minutes or so with our time frame. Again, we are going till 8:30 this morning just because I have to set up for the New Jersey morning show. Kind of retool the studio here, make sure everything works. So we'll go back to our incident page here this morning. Let's see here. Justin, Weather Watcher is a great program. Glad to see it in your show. Yes, it absolutely is, Justin. Applauding that immensely, and we'll, in fact, as we'll do a little more applause for the Weather Watcher Club there at Rutgers University. Actually, those graphics, I think, really look good. And the studio looks very good as well. All right, so let's just run down the incidents here for all the regions, and then we'll punch out of the plane here and head off into the weekend. 206 both ways here. A gas main break now south of Brooks Boulevard in Hillsborough. Watch for that. Broken down vehicle. Parkway North at 82 for 37 West. The lane is out. You know what? There is a camera there, so just because I know that there is a camera, let's just populate that to see what we are up against here this morning, if any of the cameras do work. Still have it on 37, and that's at 82. Is that camera is, that's gone. That was 8:17. It was 10 minutes ago. Let's see here. Alexander says, have a great weekend, friends. Good luck, Alexander, with your final preparations. Yes, absolutely. So Anna, have a good day at work. Maybe hopefully you're working from home today, then you can head off to the beach, shore, and grab some of this wonderful late summer. Loretta says, any names yet, Justin, for the baby? Anything coming to mind? Alexandra says, thanks, Anna, and have a great weekend, everyone. Yes, you too. Enjoy. I don't know if I'm thinking the Giants are going to be home this weekend, but I don't know who they're playing. So yeah, Justin, if you're still with us, any names picked out for young baby Godnick? All right, so the other issue is this 206 situation here in Lawrence out by Carter Road. It's just south of the Bristol Myers Squibb campus. So be careful there, especially if you come off of 295, because you have no access now to 206 off of 295. And that is going to be because of the fire department activity along 206. So that is the ramps northbound at 69 are shut. This truck fire is still screwing things up going northbound, but it is southbound that is still taking out a lane. The cleanup still continues here this morning. Let's go to the New York page. This will populate it a little bit faster for us. They're saying the Deegan here north of 233rd, alternating lanes shut for pothole repair until 2. Gardner Town, that's out of our area. Eastbound on the LIE, one lane is shut there between 37 and 38. That's there in Nassau County. Garden State Parkway connector, there's a crash there at Chestnut Ridge. Sprain, that's on the shoulder. The rest of this is, let's go to the second page, 494. Okay, so let's go to Connecticut now this morning. Let's see here. So just normal delays on 95. And as I said, I'm going to go to the map just for this one here this morning. Again, first of all, you can see it's definitely lighter for a Friday because of the weather, and it's Friday. This is fantastic here. little bit of congestion on the southern at 135, but that's it. But as I said to you, this section up here about 8:15, 8:20 would ease out, and I'm pretty much right on the money. Or again, it's a Friday. This is the Friday traffic pattern for now until the weather starts to get colder and people aren't going to be going away. Folks aren't going away for the weekend and getting out and enjoying this wonderful weather. So 95 is, again, just crowded here from about, 18 down through 11, and then from about 9 on over to 6. The Parkway heavy here at Route 7 heading south, but really that is about it. So yeah, kind of normal delays here throughout Westchester. Rockland County is cleared out really nicely. Just 287 east of the bridge, getting out to White Plains. Again, are just bacchanal traffic here throughout the city. But again, you can see how it's eased out here in New Jersey. It's definitely lighter than normal, except for that issue on the turnpike out by 12. But down the shore, things are fine. A little blip here on 55 and 42, but that's about it. We'll quickly run down transit for you because we got to head over to the other servers. E31 arrival into Burnsville, 15 minutes late there, 25 minutes late due to equipment availability. E13 arrival into Trenton on the corridor. Let's go to Path now this morning. Let's check this out. Come on. Nothing there. We'll finish up with the MTA and then the bridges and tunnels. So we still have delays across the board, A, B, C, D, E, F. It's like an eye chart. Extensive delays both ways after track fire there, West 4th and Washington Square. So major delays there. Still have delays on that Danbury branch, again, because it takes like almost an hour and a half or 2 hours from Danbury to Grand Central. That's why it's still on the list. So it's probably going to get there probably in the next 15, 20 minutes. Danbury, Grand Central. So look for that. But everything else, Long Island Railroad, the rest of Metro North is on or close to schedule. And we are going to finish up here with the bridges and tunnels again. Let's see if it populates this morning. Let's see what we've got. Still an hour for the upper, about 35 for the lower, 25 to 30 at the Lincoln, and 20 at the Holland. All right, friends, fairly later than normal Friday, so which is some welcome news. Had a really good crowd here this morning, so hopefully that continues the pace. Definitely like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please, Tri-State Traffic Show on YouTube. Again, trying to get to 200 subscribers in 200 episodes. Let's just see what the count is up to now. It's in here, a couple clicks. 108. So hopefully we can bring those numbers up to 200 here very shortly. So again, if you know anybody, please have them like and subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. A little more light on the side of the face. And definitely pass that along to everybody that you know. Certainly helps out me and Johnny here in the Traffic and Weather Center. So with that said, we're going to head to on New Jersey now for the 9 a.m. big broadcast. So spin over there and join us here in about 27 minutes or so. Myself, Kara, and Christina. And got a check of some of the top stories around New Jersey. So I want to thank Anna, Alexandra, Loretta, as well as meteorologist Justin Godnick for joining us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. I also thank Matt from the Weather Watcher Club in the Weather Center. Also want to thank John for setting all of this up, as always, being the president of that Weather Watcher Club. Got to thank Darley, Ralph, as well as Nick and Anthony over at Maxim Motor Cars, and Omar and the guys at the Shaved Cave sponsoring this Tri-State Traffic Show here, being done from my living room. So again, get out and enjoy this wonderful weather. Have a fantastic Friday. Drive safely. A great weekend. We'll see you back here on the broadcast 7 a.m. on Monday morning. Have a great weekend, everyone.